Let me breathe. Beneath the soil under your feet lay the bodies of the people who built this nation on their backs. The scars start to look like railroad tracks. Attacks on our village never stopped, from leather backs to heads in sacks to pushing heads down into black tops. Black thoughts only mean something to black folk. And being woke won't fix injustice. That just is what it is. 846 invokes a feeling of empowerment for y'all, and then you cracked open the books and mistook tight and packed nooks filled with frightened black looks. Let me breathe. Lily-white laws take up the space in my world where prosperity is designated. Elevated heights struck down by dedicated whites, the nights when a woman would be reading to her child aside a nightlight with the sight of freedom and bright futures. Absent. Replaced with an image of Emmett, now Tamir. Let me breathe. Lifting every voice is impossible. The voices of the trees in the forest, familiar to each other but a tool to the woodsman. Where the voice would shout and the leaves would shake, the woodsman leaves the trees to break, the leaf to shake off all freedom and cuts them down from the stem, the branches, our children, the seeds, our future, the roots, our breath. Death and assassination from the slave plantations. This nation thrives on our backs and our lack of breath, and our songs and our lungs, holding our tongues so you can come along and use it for your betterment. Let me breathe. Why does our breath bother you so much? Why, when our tongue lashes, do you flash backwards to a time where you could get away with smacking our black asses for sitting on a bench, or yearn for a chance to go back to the olden days, where golden rays signifying freedom and life are written with strife for anyone who created this American life? Let me breathe. To believe that the men who spoke this reprieve in a season of hate were faced with the gates of heaven, taken from their brethren and made into a legend, a myth. You tell me about Martin's dream as if it's Lord of the Rings and not something that my uncle had seen. You seem to do more harm than good. You seem to do a lot of work to keep me in my place, right on that blacktop with a gun in my face, taking up all my space to breathe. Let me breathe. Let me plant a seed. Let me watch that seed grow into a mass of trees. Let the wind rake its fingers through the magic leaves so I can watch that blackberry grow sweet and watch its princely purple nectar seep into the earth, in that same soil you've hidden us in.